Hey, my name is Colby Crabtree, and I'm going to be discussing with you about my choice for visual rhetoric in our final paper of the semester. Now, I'm choosing the poster for the hit Netflix TV show Stranger Things. This TV show is quite popular, so maybe you've heard of it, but in case you haven't, I'm going to give a quick background on what this show is all about. Now, this show takes place in a fictional town called Hawkins, Indiana. In this town, we focus primarily on a group of kids and their friend Will Byers. Now, one night, Will Byers randomly disappears, and no one knows why. Maybe it was a kidnapping, but as the show goes on and events are revealed, you soon realize that there's more at play than just some ordinary kidnapping. Now, this show is taking place in the 80s, and a lot of the setting and scenery and everything that goes into the show is focused around the 80s. You can see here in the poster itself, it's set up almost in like a Star Wars type of fashion. If you're familiar with the Star Wars posters, you see that they have all the main characters in one picture in the middle of the poster, and some key scenes that take place throughout the show or throughout the movie are also placed in the background. And the title of the show is in similar font at the bottom of the poster. So you can see here that this setup to make it kind of a Star Wars like background is essential because it takes place in the 80s, and Star Wars was a big thing in the 80s. And you can see that this show is also supposed to be very mysterious, very eerie, a lot of nostalgia as well. And the use of the colors and the scenery, how a lot of it looks like it's nighttime or run down or barricaded off. It makes it really seem like it's like gonna be dramatic, it's gonna be spooky, it's gonna be mysterious, you don't know what's gonna happen next. And they do a really good job of portraying this through the use of the color scheme and through the scenery and the setting that is displayed in this poster. And it's also supposed to be very nostalgic. Like I said, it's taking place in the 80s, it's supposed to bring you back. And so the target audience is anybody who wants to relate to the 80s. And that could be people who lived through it, or even younger people who wish that they had lived through it. And the fact that it centers around a group of kids, it can relate to teenagers who would like to view this show as well, because they find a very relatable experience going through school and going through events that can take place at school. Even though this show is very fictional and has a lot of sci-fi qualities to it, it's a very relatable show, which is why I think that it has such a big following. So that's why I'm choosing this poster to do my final paper.